Morn, good evening, people on DAYRIDE, and welcome to another video where there's not really much of a plan. Today we are off to Osaka with the boys. Sam is actually staying in Tokyo with his wife, and he's gonna be here until we're back. He doesn't want to go Osaka. He just wants to spend time with his wife, which is perfectly understandable. But me and the boys are grabbing both cars that we have, and we're off to Osaka. There's not really any plan for the whole Osaka trip, but I've only been to Osaka once on my first ever trip to Japan. I was there for about 3 days or so, and it was fun. It was a very nice city. It was very different vibe to Tokyo, but I feel like I didn't scratch the itch with this city. Like, I feel like there's so much more to see. And also, the main thing, back in the days, we didn't see any kanjo racers, which I'm trying to fix now. But this time I have a connection that a friend of mine suggested, and this guy is apparently organizing loads of car meetups, and he knows everyone, so I might be able to get you guys a video with them famous Civics. They're always in them cool videos where they're driving around the loop super loud, and I really hope we will get to meet some of them. If not, then at least we are going to a normal, nice, chill car meet, which is from now. Is it in 2 days or tomorrow? I'm not exactly sure. I need to check my calendar. But also we're going to Work Wheels HQ. It's not really a factory. I thought it was a factory the whole time when I was telling you in the last videos. But it's not a factory, it's just a HQ. But I think it's still gonna be a cool experience. I think they're cool with me filming inside, so we can make a fun video with Adam and the boys. And now I just woke up early to film this intro bit. We have, well, if we don't stop to Osaka, it will be about a 7-hour drive today, which is quite a lot. But I think we will stop. The boys want to, we're going to split because we're with 2 cars, and the boys want to go to some forest where this, I don't know, one big YouTuber was a few years ago. And I want to go to this cafe that I saw on a video of this guy crossing Japan on a motorbike with his friend. And they went to this random cafe in the middle of the mountain. I was like, I would like to go there as well. It looks like a vibe. And apparently right next to that cafe there is like, how do you call it? JDM car rental place, and I saw that it was literally like 10 minutes away from there. I was like, okay, we're gonna drop by there, check the cars out as well if they have any. And yeah, that's the plan. That's the main plan for today. Just driving to Osaka. That's it. If we get there by like 8 p.m, I think it's gonna be a good timing, because right now it's almost 9 a.m. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Should I go to normal bakery or Family Mart? Of course, Family Mart. The breakfast of champions. Pretty much my breakfast for the past week, because the only place next to Abisu that has breakfast is Family Mart as well. So that's pretty much what I've been eating most of the mornings. Hot coffee, famichiki, and egg sandwich. Okay, so I didn't do any update for the past 2 hours or so, but we're in the middle of a mountain. It's a super beautiful place, and we just went into this cafe that I saw on a YouTube video a few months ago, and it's a vibe. We even spoke to the owners. They speak chotto English and a bit Japanese, so it was very funny, broken conversation. And now Adam is just admiring the views, and we are off to Nagoya. Adam, how do you like the views?
これはかっこいい
Let's just go. Let's just go to Nagoya. Our plan is to go to Hardoff in there, check out a few shops, and then end destination Osaka, hopefully in the next 6 hours or so. Also, we got some sort of immigrant here with us in a car that
Hello.
we picked up.
Yes,
That's just hitchhiking a ride.
yes, I'm just trying to survive.
Okay, let's go. Good morning, sleepy princess.
Good morning. Morning, good morning. Kurwa, you have camera already?
Yes, of course.
Kurwa, I'm not shaved. Marek.
Yesterday Adam said that we're gonna go do some fun video with Schwager as well, with brother-in-law, but then they might have gotten a bit too drunk for it, so we didn't go. So essentially I didn't film nothing for yesterday's video. Co?
Don't lie.
Why don't lie?
We wasn't.
You were a bit too drunk.
No.
Yes.
We have very nice mood.
They had very nice mood that was transitioning into being too drunk. And if we would have gone outside to film what we had in mind, what we still might film today, I don't know if it would have made very much sense. Also, we have washing machine outside, which is a bit strange, I suppose. And yeah, we made it to Osaka. It's 9 AM right now, and I don't really know what the plan is. I have a few places that I want to see, that I want to go to. But I have no idea how to film this, because this was supposed to be a video for one day, and then from today the whole video is supposed to be for the next day. And then we're filming another video in the evening today that will be a separate video. And I'm just really confused, because like it's very difficult sometimes to sort out the logistics of when I'm filming what. And very often something doesn't go according to plan. So I just don't know how to... Sometimes the daily dose is very tricky to do. Really, really tricky. And today is one of those days. Yesterday as well. That's what I mean, yesterday. Because yesterday we were driving the whole day, literally. In my mind I thought that we might film a few things and I might get like maybe 15 minutes or so of video for yesterday and then finish it off today in the morning early. But it just didn't work out. Like we were just driving, having like, you know, good time together, and there was no opportunity, not opportunity, how can I say it? Nothing that I wanted to film, you know, nothing where my hand was like, oh, I need to grab the camera. So yeah, yesterday I didn't film much. We'll see about today. But today, the plan is to take this little camera with me. I know you guys were 50-50 on this camera. Right, put the light on. I know you guys were kind of 50-50 on this camera, but also I only used it at night. And I messed up the settings at night because there's 2 modes of filming, and I filmed half in one mode, half in other one, and then the colors were tricky to do because each mode has different sort of color space and just very, very tricky. But I'm charging this camera right now. The Insta360, very cool little thing. And instead of taking this big camera that I'm filming on right now today, I'm gonna be filming the next video that you see from today on the little one. It's just much easier to take it, much more I'd say not invasive, if that makes sense. Just, you know, it's so small, so easy to use. So I will use that for the next video that you see. Okay, so I decided that this video that I started filming yesterday essentially will be a proper chilled video. We're gonna do a little Q&A from the post that I did before we left Poland still, because I knew that day like this will come when I don't have enough for a video, or like that nothing really happened, or I forgot to film, and then a Q&A will be very handy, because then we can still make a video, and I think it's reasonably entertaining still. Because I suppose you always want to hear some interesting answers to questions that all of you ask. So that's what I'm gonna do. But first, need to get some warm drink and a bit of food. And look, I just go out of the house and there's Family Mart. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you team Family Mart or 7-Eleven? Because I'm definitely 100% Family Mart. I think I'll eat something proper after, but for now just a small sandwich. Maybe without family chicky today, which is crazy, I know, but maybe just a basic sandwich just for now. Or onigiri? No, I had too many onigiris lately. Oh, this is very nice, basic sandwich, I like this. This is, where is it? Cheese and ham. Super basic, super simple and nice. Now I hope they have a hot drink. Oh yes, they have hot drinks here. No, they don't have Boss. This one is good though. This one is my second favorite. Pretty much in any store you can get these. It's so hot. I wanted to film the Q&A while walking, but then I remembered that a lot of you were complaining about my shakiness whilst I'm walking and talking to the camera. So for now, I'm just gonna come to my car and put the camera onto the car. So people don't think that I'm just putting it on the car. I took my keys with me so I can open it. Where's my keys though? Right. Oh, here. Okay, so now people don't need to think that I'm just putting stuff onto the car. I posted 1 month ago, so I was planning this ahead for sure. Okay. Where can we start? Is Adam recovered from the trauma of broken paint gun? No. Can we get a daily count of Adam saying kurva? No, because DAYRIDE videos are supposed to be quick and easy to edit, and that would take way too long. If anyone wants, they can make a compilation of Adam saying that. Probably that video will get demonetized, but I think it will be still funny. Question for Marek. What cars do you see yourself owning in 10 years? In 10 years? Well, for sure Corvette C5, but that's gonna be next year. I want to own Land Cruiser 200 very, very badly, very much. That's pretty much my dream daily kind of car, Land Cruiser 200. What other cars? In 10 years? 10 years is a very long time. Nitro doesn't even exist for 10 years. In 10 years. I'm probably gonna be the first person ever to say that I don't want to own Ferrari F40. Because I'm pretty sure everyone at some point, every car person, I went through the phase where they want to own Ferrari F40. I mean, it is a very cool car. If there's opportunity, of course, I would take it, but it's way too expensive for even thinking about that. But like, when was that? I'll tell you a fun story. It's not very long. So when I was working in a nightclub still, when I was 23 back then, or 24 maybe. I told myself, when I was talking to my friends who were also working there, it was literally the shittiest job you can ever find. But I paid the bills with that, so it was okay. I told myself that by the age of 30, I will own a Ferrari F40. Of course that failed miserably. But at the age of 30, I'm in a way better position than just owning a F40, in my opinion. I would rather have everything I ever achieved here than an F40. So in a way, I overachieved my goals by very much, which I'm very, very happy about. Would Marek like to tour Asia, specifically Malaysia with Juicebox, to see uncommon cars? You could see a lot of K cars, our local brand cars, the Toyotas, and myself own three 90s Corollas. He would come to Malaysia, biggest car exhibition called Retro Havoc. Larry Chen and Summit already have been to this event. I will send a proper invite. I heard a lot about these sort of car cultures in Malaysia, Philippines, like in that sort of Indonesia, that part of the world, and it always intrigued me. But it's just very hard to justify spending money to go there when I'm spending already so much money to come to Japan to drive my car that I already own here, and that takes a lot of money and time. Time is the most important thing, and I'm already doing so much traveling with Sam and with the boys that going somewhere else new would mean canceling some of the stuff that we already do now, and that's very tricky. At some point I would love to do that. I'd love to go to those countries to explore their stuff, because I've seen so much online about their car culture, and it's very interesting, very different approach to thinking how cars are built, because the country requires different, like also in Europe, in Asia, people get influenced by different things also because of the way the country is made and because of the way that part of the world is how can I say it, structured, the cars are also built in their own different way. So I would really love to see that, but just no idea when. Will we ever get Sam's 86 featured on DAYRIDE? I suppose when we will be working on it throughout the winter, probably from January onwards, after the JZX is done in December, we will be filming that, and I suppose it will be on DAYRIDE, of course. But there's one video that I wanted to make. Is a full-on walk around of this car before we even touch it, and then full-on walk around of this car when it's finished in spring or summer probably. And I think that would be very cool, but I'm not sure how I want to do it. Either I want to make 2 videos, one of just walk around now, or you know, just before we start stripping it of everything, showing all the rusty stuff, all the bad stuff that's in the car, and then make a second video after, or make one video, film it now when we are gonna start working on it in the winter, and then put it like, I don't know how to explain, put it side by side, like clip after clip, showing parts of the car. Let's say I'm showing under the hood how it looks like for like 2 minutes, talking about that, and then another 2 minutes when the car is actually done in like 6 months. But that means I would need to store the footage for a while, and I'm not sure if DAYRIDE is all about effort and doing that. I might forget about that footage and delete it by accident, and then I don't have any video at all. So most likely we're gonna end up doing one full video of walk around of the 86, talk about everything we're gonna do, and then a second video when it's done. Japanese man next to me is looking at me very strangely. He parked his car and he's just looking at me. He's right next to you, basically, here on this side. Would you guys ever host your own drift event? Would be funny. Yes, it would be funny, but as I said it before, I'm pretty sure I said it in previous video at some point, maybe on DAYRIDE, maybe on Night Ride, or maybe just on my Instagram, that we love going to events. We love being the faces of events, you know, when people need to promote it with us, with everything we do, with the cars that we bring. But making our own drift event, I'm not sure about that. Maybe at some point when we have a bit of a bigger team and there's people who can deal with this stuff, with organizing stuff, maybe then we could do something like that. But at this point, no way that we could do anything like that, because me, Sam, are not very great at organizing stuff. It's not really what we enjoy doing. So like making an event wouldn't be enjoyable because we would be stressed. It would probably be bad as well because we're not that great at this. But at some point, if we have more people in our team that would work on this, I don't see why not exactly. But like, we're not really planning to bring any more people in. We're already super compact with everything. The main thing that I love about the way our company, the channel works, is that there's not that many people involved in a way. There's loads of friends around that help, and like, we always try to keep the costs to minimum. A lot of brands, a lot of YouTube channels, they always try to expand too fast. The moment they get like, you know, 500,000, 1 million subs, whatever the number, they try to hire an editor, hire a manager, hire someone else. And even though that can be very highly beneficial for them, because, you know, then they get much more time for themselves, and like, you know, the jobs get split, so your mind is much more calm in a way, but also it can really hurt you, because then you have all these people that rely on you for the job that you hired. You know, they left their other jobs, they're working for you, they rely on you so much that I feel like if we would hire too many people like this, it would be too stressful for us, because then we have this minimum amount of money that we already need to make just to pay everyone. And we already have that sort of window, like, of money that we need to make for paying off the garage, paying Adam, paying for all the parts that we know that we need to get every month. So like, it would be cool, but like, at the same time, it's, in my opinion, it's better to keep the team as small as possible for as long as you can. And that's why we want to make a car meet anytime soon. But we're always happy to be the faces of car meets if we are going to them. Would you ever come to Switzerland, and how do you come up with the name DAYRIDE? Yes, I would like to come to Switzerland. I've never been. And how we came up with the name DAYRIDE, Sam did. I'm not exactly sure myself. I probably forgot how he explained it to me long time ago, because that was like, what, 8 years ago or so? No, 7 years ago now, something like that. I think he was just sketching random stuff and then riding at night sort of thing. There's no deep meaning, I believe. I'll ask him at some point if I will remember, and then I'll put it in maybe one of the next videos if I remember about it. But I think that it was just a sketch, and he was just like, yeah, riding at night, it's cool. That's about it. Do you think a normal person can achieve a similar lifestyle with a normal job? That's a very tricky question, because it all depends what you mean by normal job, how much you earn and everything. So let's say if you're a barista in a coffee shop, don't think so, because that's a bit too much, quite a lot too much of money to spend on the similar lifestyle that we have. But I know personally, I have a lot of friends that don't do YouTube. They work like regular jobs. They're not like, you know, at level of basic job, let's say a cleaner or barista or a receptionist or whatever. But they are not like CEOs of company. They're like, let's say, I don't know, assistant manager for a store of shoes. I don't know, like, you know, kind of middle sort of ground of the jobs. Sort of like a middle kind of job. And like, you can really live good life with that kind of stuff. Like, it all depends what you do with your free time and money. It all depends on your lifestyle, what you want to do. If you just mean be like us, have a garage, rent a garage like us, but maybe smaller because we have few people in a crew. But if you're alone or just with, let's say, one more friend, you don't need such a huge garage. Like, not needed. You can have 2-car garage, and it will be lovely and much cheaper. You can rent a garage within that money probably, and if you save some money, you know, not overspend on stuff you don't need, going out all the time and stuff, you can easily fly to Japan once, twice a year. Like I said, flying to Japan is not that expensive. Like, it costs some money, but honestly, traveling around Europe can be much more expensive than going to Japan. I spent about 350 euro, no, euro, 400 euro, let's say, with the exchange rate. 400 euro, maybe a bit less, for my tickets to come here, there and back. That's not very much. Like, you can easily spend that much to go just in Europe. So like, coming here is not very expensive. Hotels right now, our hotel, a house, if you're coming with your friends especially, it's not that expensive as well. Not that, it's slightly cheaper than in Europe, because like the house that you just saw previously on this video, it has what, 6 beds, enough space to fit like 8 people, no problem. And we are paying per person for 5 people. No, wait, let me tell you exact price how much it is for 5 people. I paid 610 zloty, I think, which is, I don't know how much in euros, about probably 140 euro for 2 nights. When you split that between people, it's literally between 10 and 15 euro a night, which is not bad at all. And that was booked as I was driving to Osaka, like a few hours before. Like, so if you really think about everything, budget, maybe get something further, it's really cheap. And we're literally in the city center of Osaka. Like, the main area of Osaka where that Running Man poster is 5 minutes walk from here. It's all about your mindset. You can work a regular job and live similar life. Of course, there's not as much time to do this, because you have to get the days off, try to get paid leave, unpaid leave, but like, it's doable, not the same scale, but the same sort of style of life is achievable. When I was working regular jobs, I was also going some places. I wasn't going like super crazy. I was staying in hostels and stuff. Like, but you can still do the things that we do, just at a slightly different scale probably, because at this point, of course, it costs us quite a lot of money to do these trips, especially if the car goes wrong and anything. Well, but this trip specifically didn't cost us that much. Like I said, hotels are like 10 to 15 euro a night. Flights are, let's say, 400 euro. Renting a car per person right now was for 18 days, 2 weeks, sorry, 2 weeks, because we're leaving the cars a bit earlier. For 2 weeks was about 200 euro per person. And that's expensive, because usually we get one big van, but this time we had just too many people for the trip, so we just took 2 smaller cars, which costs more than getting one big van. So usually it's about 100 euro per person for 2 weeks for a car. Food here is not that expensive, especially if you're being smart about it and not just eat every day in Family Mart and restaurants. If you just go to normal store, get normal food, cook it in your Airbnb, and it's pretty relatively cheap. So like, I hope with this I can encourage some of you to actually go Japan or any other country that you want to go to. Do some research. You can always go there cheap, except LA. LA is shit, you don't go there. It's expensive, really expensive for no reason whatsoever. But if you want to come to Japan, I suppose pretty much every viewer that watches this channel would love to come to Japan. Just do it. If you have saved 2,000 euro, let's say, from your job, yeah, about 2,000 euro, you can comfortably come here for 2 weeks. Absolutely no problem. You don't need to spend 1,000 euro on the TikTok recommendation cafe or some gacha machines. If you just want to see the place, rent a car. You can rent a much cheaper one than this as well. See the country, see the people, meet the locals. If you go out of the city, it's even cheaper than in the city. Like, you can do it, trust me. 2,000 euro for 2 weeks trip is more than enough here. More than enough. Trust me with this. So maybe this will encourage you to do a bit more research on how you can travel to Japan. As I was finishing filming the video and closing up and cleaning up after I finished eating, I realized how much I started talking about Japan. And like, I just love this country so much. I love coming here all the time. That's why I'm here twice a year. I would love to be here 3 times a year if I could. Because I love this place so much, I feel I really want more people to experience it. I want more people to be understanding of this place. Like, I want more people to understand how accessible this place is. Before I came to Japan for the first time, was 3 years ago or so, I thought that this is so far away, so unreachable. I really didn't know that this is that easy. Like, it's so easy to come here when you think about it, especially if you live like in Europe, which is most our viewers do. It's so accessible that you just have to do it. I could definitely never live here, because it's very different feeling when you live here versus come here for a few weeks every year to enjoy time with your friends and drive. But living here, I don't think I could ever live here. But I'm happy I know this now. But I'm super happy to always come here, and I hope I'll be coming here for the rest of my life, at least twice a year, because this place is just amazing. And the weather is not looking very great. It's pretty dark clouds right now. Cute car. I'm gonna go to the house right now, edit this video so I can leave it to upload, and then I'm actually gonna go to the city with the boys to actually enjoy the day. And yeah, as I said, I'm taking a small camera with me. I don't know what kind of video I'll make with it, but I will try to make at least like a 20-minute video from what we're doing today, maybe some funny stuff. But I'm not gonna focus on it too much, because as much as I love making these videos every single day, I also want a few days to myself. And it's difficult to do that when I have to schedule, like try to film and schedule 2-3 days in advance, which I'm trying. But so far, the maximum I've been in advance was 2 days. But then I didn't film something for a day at the drift event, and then I got back to posting on a day when I'm filming, which is like today. I'm posting it same day, which is very stressful for me, because I'm not far enough ahead. I really wanted to be 3 days, like my ideal time was 3 days in advance for this trip. But so far it's not working out. But I'm still managing it. Still somehow managing. Where's my hotel? I went here. Okay, it's here. So far it is a bit stressful, but also this is what I signed up for. I knew that it's gonna be like this. We did the daily dose of night ride before, and I know how much effort that was, and I knew what I'm signing up for. But yeah, today gonna be super chill. Hopefully we're gonna get these 2 videos filmed, one with a little camera and one for a car meet in the evening, so then I can be 2 days in advance. I really hope so. And yeah, I suppose thank you everyone for watching. If you have any more questions in comments, make sure to leave them there. Maybe I'll read them in the next video or some other videos. And yeah, there's also still like 100+ questions in the post that I did 1 month ago, but maybe there's some more relevant questions that you want to ask about the current situation, current trip updates and stuff like that. So okay, I'll see you all in the next one.